Yo guys, it's Winterswolf coming back at you with another video. So as you can tell from the title, this is sort of not an anime review chapter type thing, but it is it's obviously a review of My Hero Academia, the latest chapter. Well, I say the latest chapter, but I've seen the leaks for chapter 320, I believe. Wow. One thing I hate doing is gaming and talking about something because I always mess up my focus. But anyway, sorry I keep doing this. No! Yeah, so I've seen some leaks. I've seen some leaks for chapter 320, and guys, obviously there will be spoilers ahead, so I suggest turning the video off if you're not wanting any spoilers. No! But oh my god, Class 1A versus Deku, who hasn't eaten, slept, very minimal, very malnourished, wow. Very malnourished against the whole of Class 1A. That is insane stuff. These are the leaks for chapter 320, by the way, guys. Wow, what a goal. And he still missed. Anyway, so if you havenent already seen the leaks, it's essentially Bakugo to essentially the whole of Class 1A of 1A versus Deku, and it's crazy because it's like a mirror, like how you have some of Deku's quirk, like smoke screen and what a goal, being countered by Bakugo's attacks, and then you have Black Whip, which Zero had taught Deku, and it's sort of all the training. It's sort of like a mirror in a sense. Essentially, how he got trained with his quirks is how he's sort of having to fight. If that even makes sense. Like, I'm not making sense, but anyway, it's just honestly the chapter has been insane. Wow. Honestly, I'm sorry guys, I'm more focused on the game than talking about the chapter, but anyway, like, it's just insane how Deku started off as such a little bit of a crybaby and such a pure heart. I mean, he's still got a pure heart and all that good stuff, and now he's just this ruthless, well, maybe ruthless is not the right word, but wow, what a goal. He's just become this intimidating character that people think is that people genuinely think that he's a villain. It's just insane. Honestly, My Hero Academia, one of my favourite animes going right now. I've recently started reading the manga. I've literally read like the last few chapters of the manga, and honestly, I'm surprised I've never done it before. But it's insane. Honestly, what are your guys' thoughts on the latest chapter? Do you think Class 1A will capture Deku? Do you think Deku will get away, especially if he uses his Fajin pseudo 100% one for all? Or do you think Class A will manage to subdue him? How do you think this is going to go? Please let me know in the comments down below. And I've been sort of not being able to get to the point for a while, but it's just focusing on this now. Honestly, I just can't wait for the chapter. Chapter 320 and 321 to release, just to see how this plays out, whether Deku's going to escape or what. Honestly, I feel as though he does need to be by himself a little bit more, if that makes sense. Sort of, he really needs that breakdown, because these guys didn't realize the dark side of society with the hero society. They thought it was all rainbows and all that good stuff. They thought it was rainbows and unicorns. They didn't realize how much of a dark side the hero aspect of it actually is. And also, obviously, Deku realizing he can't save everyone. It's just insane, just how the manga and the anime has progressed. Like, from an area where literally it's all about friendship and quirks and good times, to something that's become so dark and gory, and the way the chapters developed is insane, honestly. But honestly, I'm focusing more on the game than speaking, sorry guys, but I just want to know your opinion on the latest My Hero Academia chapter. Do you think Deku will be defeated by Class 1A? Do you think Deku will manage to subdue his classmates? Remember, Deku is literally running on fumes. Like, he is struggling. I mean, can he still activate? He can still activate pretty much all his quirks, but is he able to activate it at the level where I think his toughest opponents will be Todoroki and Bakugo, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I think if he did go all out, even if he did go all out, I feel as though them two would still give him some trouble. I mean, you've got Todoroki who's got an ice quirk and flame quirk, two really powerhouses of quirks, and then you've got Bakugo's explosions, which are literally very powerful in their own right. So I don't think it would be, I mean, to be fair, Deku's got like 6 quirks, right? I mean, he's OP without a shadow of a doubt, and we don't know what his last quirk is. So it's a case of, because honestly, I don't like the idea of I mean, I love the idea of Deku being so OP. I love it, right? But what I dislike is the fact that he's so OP. It makes his classmates look sort of obsolete in a sense. I don't want him to get to the point where his classmates can't even keep up with him, because I feel as though that's a little bit pointless. You don't want someone... Essentially, it mirror exactly like sort of All Might and the other pro heroes, where there's such a huge gap between them. That's not what I want. I want there to be like between Bakugo, Todoroki, and Lemillion, and all them guys. I want Deku to be crazy strong, but I don't want there to be such a huge gap that it's literally like Deku's in a league of his own. Like, I'm just hoping that's not the case. I mean, it's already looking like it is the case, but why would I do that? Why would I do that? But yeah, just let me know your thoughts down below on the latest chapter. Honestly, I know I've been rambling, like I'm not finishing my sentences and not making sense half the time, but I'm sort of leaning towards making some anime review videos. Obviously my editing will have to be improved and all that good stuff, but obviously this is literally my first anime review video on a chapter, not anime per se, but yeah, just let me know if you guys would like to see that. I mean, so going back from chapter... Oh man. Nice. Anyway, guys, just let me know your thoughts down below on the latest chapter of My Hero Academia if you have read it. I'm just hoping this is how I want it to play out. So obviously Deku can escape from his classmates. I even want him not to hurt anyone, but sort of subdue them, like knock them out or whatever, just to show to his classmates what a level of difference there is between them. That'll sort of hopefully motivate them to get strong. And the fact is, if Deku is able to sort of subdue his classmates at the level he's at, where he's so fatigued and tired, and he's able to subdue them or get away from them, that just sort of proves how much of a hindrance they'd really be. Does that make sense? Because if he's able to sort of do that to them, think about someone like All For One, who wouldn't even be holding back, would go straight for the kill just to break Deku. Think about what he'd do to Deku's classmates. It sort of makes sense why he wants them to get away. I mean, unless they can sort of realistically capture him or do something to prove that there wouldn't be a hindrance, I think Deku still needs more time alone, and the Class 1A sort of needs more time developing in a sense. That's my personal opinion. Because obviously if Class 1A managed to capture him... Oh no. No, wow. That was very idiotic of me. If they manage to capture him, it sort of gives them a fighting chance at least, and then obviously with Deku back. But then it also does create that danger of All For One sort of taking advantage, because he obviously wants Deku's quirk. So obviously the best way to break Deku would obviously be through his family. When I say family, I do mean the class 1A. So obviously, it's a very, very tough decision to make, because you've got you understand where Deku's coming from. He doesn't want those guys being put in harm's way for him, because obviously that would literally break him apart. If anyone in Class A was hurt seriously to a point where they'd be on the verge of death just for the sake of protecting him. Wow. But then you obviously got to understand Class 1A's side of the situation. They're obviously not wanting Deku to carry the burden of all this on his own shoulders. They're wanting to share that burden with him. Dude. So obviously it's sort of a hit and miss situation with everything. There's sort of a pro and a con for each type of situation. I mean, in one sense you want Deku to come home, in another sense I sort of still want him to go through more of a character development, just because I honestly feel he needs to see someone close to, I may get a bit of hate for this, he needs to see someone close to him die, just to prove, he actually, well, does he? Because no! He's already at that level where he knows how dire the situation is, which is why he left UA in the first place. So obviously seeing someone die in front of him would probably just, I don't know if that add to the tension. It obviously would add to the tension, but would it sort of add to his character, because he already sort of understands how dire the situation is, which is why he left in the first place. So it's kind of intense. Honestly, I'm just really looking forward to the next chapter coming out, I think on Monday. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. And I'm sort of really getting annoyed. I know Baku's character development has been pretty great, but it still annoys me at the fact that he still degrades him, calls him a damn nerd and all this stuff. Like, I wish just once Deku would literally just plant him. I mean that in a sense that he really deserves. Like, I mean, come on, Deku's suffering really badly right now. But to be fair, I wouldn't want Bakugo to sort of, I mean, to be fair, he did confess to All Might. He regretted everything he did to Deku, so sort of fair enough. You wouldn't want Bakugo to entirely change his character, I suppose. But, so we'll sort of see how it goes from here. I know this hasn't been the best sort of review. It's not even a review, but sugar. Review. It's sort of just chatting about the chapters in general and seeing. Just hoping we can get. Well, I honestly, the way I can't remember the author's name of the manga, but he's going in an insane direction with. No, with Deku's character and everyone in general, and obviously we still don't know who the UA traitor is, so it's going to be insane to have all these secrets revealed in the coming arcs or the coming chat. I don't even know when they're going to decide to reveal that. Damn it. Oh man. But yeah, hopefully I will be able to make some yes, make better videos on anime reviews, anime as a whole, in chapters, etc. Obviously this is just a standard video of me just playing some video games and talking over about the anime, but hopefully once my editing and stuff improves, I still need to work on editing skills. I'll sort of be able to make proper videos on particular anime subjects. Let's go, boys. So I'll just end the video once this game pretty much finishes. Don't know how long is left just because the time's covering the other time. But that's pretty much all I have to say. It's just an insane chapter and I cannot wait. for the next few chapters to release and see where we go from here. Honestly, it's going to be insane. No! Oh man, he blocked back good if that was his intention. Oh.